the whole point of the do now is trying to make sure that as we work for the next 90 minutes, we stay really, really focused. By the end of class today, we need to have a complete rough draft of this essay. So that next class we can come back in, we can do some peer editing, we can put on the final touches and be ready to turn it in. So as I was walking around, I saw some pretty good idea for focus goals. Anyone want to share what they wrote down? What's going to help them? Giselle, what did you write?
My goal is to stay on task by finishing my rough draft and staying on task.
So having a really strong goal is going to help you stay focused today, knowing what you have to get to by the end. Cool. Some other people had very tangible goals, like closing tabs on their computer or putting their cell phone far away from them. Raise your hand if you wrote down something like that. Yeah, I saw a couple of those. Other things that will help you guys stay focused. Tiffany, what did you write?
No off-topic conversation.
Yeah, perfect. You are going to be doing a lot of group work today, and if you know that staying on topic in conversation is going to help you get the work done, commit to doing that. If you want to add any of those ideas onto your Post-it, do that now. Otherwise, what I want you to do is I want you to take your Post-it and put it onto your computer, like this. Okay? That way, you are staying focused and you are having that reminder throughout class today. What we're doing is at this point, we've all started writing our first drafts. And today our goal is to use resources to either grow more on explaining evidence, contextualizing sources, writing your claim and selecting the evidence, or organizing your essay. So that by the end you have a rough draft. And in order to do this, we're going to kind of set ourselves up the best we can. So we're going to go through these 3 steps together. The first step in a minute when I say go. And if you guys can half tilt the computers until then. Okay, the first thing is going to be just opening up that Step 7 document. Thank you. And making sure that you read through what you wrote so far. For some of you, you didn't get to that point yet at the end of class last time. Some of you have written a couple paragraphs. You'll know if you're on or off track because I went through and marked them. I want you to just kind of review what you've written and think through which skills have you included in the paper so far. The big shift that we have to make today is this idea that writing an essay isn't just about finishing the essay and making sure you have 3 pages of writing. If you hand me an essay, you could have 10 pages of writing. If you haven't shown evidence that you know how to write a claim, select evidence, contextualize the sources, explain evidence, I have to send it back to you. You can't grade something if you don't see the skills. So your job today is making sure that yes, you get words on paper, but that you're writing in a way that shows that you understand how to complete and do these skills. So that's what you're thinking about as you review what you've written so far. And then I want you to kind of start planning out. What are you missing? What are you struggling with? Is evidence really hard for you to figure out what quote you're going to use? Is the contextualization part really hard for you? Or do you just need more support? And we'll figure that out too. So let's take 5 minutes maybe for you guys to open up the Step 7, read through what you've written, and talk with your partner about what skills you've included so far and what you think you're missing. What you're going to need to plan to work on today. Step 7 done. Step 7 done. Step 7 done. guys need more time? Yes? Okay.
So with options, we'll need to work on that, so maybe that's your first step.
No.
You look at the PowerPoint stuff. Okay, so that might be when you start the first station.
Squad.
Where do you guys think you're going to start?
I paired.
So explanation of that. That's just
Okay.
I'm too excited. We have to start.
I don't know.
So, as I was walking around, had some cool conversations. People might be choosing different skills based on what they need, what's confusing, what they haven't written yet. So based on our idea that our goal is all the same destination, we're all going to write the rough draft by the end of class. We're going to take 35 different routes to get there. Here are our options for today. Here's the process we're going to follow. We're going to basically divide this room into 4 quadrants. Over here, we're going to have claim and evidence. If you need support on claim and evidence, I'm going to be in that station area, and you can work with me on figuring out how to make your claim more clear, your supplicants more connected, choose the best quotes, what have you. I talked to Trey about that. He said he hasn't had time to incorporate the feedback yet, so he's going to start there. Explanation of evidence is going to be in this back corner over here. I know I was talking to Aldo about that because it looks like he has a pretty good start to his body paragraphs, but needs help really following through and rounding it out with the explanation and analysis part. Contextualizing sources is going to be in this corner back here. Jose was absent last time. He said he tried to do it. It's confusing. That's going to be a place where he starts. That was also a pretty new skill for all of us last time, so I would imagine that's a place where a lot of us go to at some point today. And then in this corner, we're going to have kind of an organization crash course. Organization is one of those skills where once you've started to write out the essay, you want to go back and make sure everything makes sense. It flows, it's in a logical body paragraph format, stuff like that. And you can come over here to get the materials to do that piece. Here's the way the class is going to work today. Every 20 minutes, we're going to pause and figure out what we need now. You might need to move to a new station after 20 minutes. You've written the explanation of evidence into all of your body paragraphs and you're ready to work on another skill. You might need to stay at that station and really dig into the resources more and understand and ask more questions or what have you. After those 20 minutes, we'll probably also kind of check in about how we're doing in terms of norms. If we are getting distracted, if we are needing help with focusing on one conversation and stuff like that. And I'll let you guys know when I'm kind of going to do a crash course on organization or another skill. Okay, so when workshops are starting as well. Any questions about this? Okay. 10 seconds, turn to your partner, tell them where you're going to start and why. Okay. Sorry, that was a really 10 seconds. But after you guys have decided, you will go to your station. You'll make a group of 3 or 4. Make sure you read the task card. Swear it's got information on there to help you understand the skill and what to do with it. And then your goal is to practice that skill throughout your entire essay at that station. Okay? It's going to feel a little messy in here as we kind of rearrange and get into groups, but go ahead and move to where you want to start. Thank you.